under the curse.
All right, YouTubes. We're gonna head out and check out an ice machine that's down next town over. We got a little bit of a drive. So let's head out there. I'm gonna see these guys on Friday night. Yep, Friday night. All right, we're here. Hey, what's up? I heard this one's not happy, huh?
Yeah, I think one of them, but I'm not sure which one. But
yeah, this guy right here.
That's it right there, man.
Oh, she's empty. What is she saying? Off. Okay. Let me get a ladder and some tools.
All right, sounds good. Let me know if you need anything, man.
Will do, will do. Let's see how Tippy's looking. Oh, Tippo. You're not super bad, but you're down. All right, I gotta find the camera strap for my head. Let's go find that real quick. We'll get the gloves on. We'll go rubber glovers, and we'll get the ladder, and we'll get Tippo, and we'll get up there. Okay, I found the machine off. Found the water off. Look where this ice thickness probe's at. That ain't gonna happen. That's way off the grid.
Weird.
Super weird.
So
Then we got an icon right here. Long harvest. Yeah, long harvest, all right. This thing never making ice. Let me grab a nut driver and adjust this, and we'll see if we can restart. Might want to put some cleaner over that grid too. Grid's looking crusty. Hit the start button, so it's going to start going through a cycle. We'll try and get this tidied up a little bit. There's no pre-filter. See what that is. Air assist pump noisy maybe. We'll check this out. All right, so far basically turn the water back on, turn the machine back on. Brushed off the condenser, but I need to deep wash the condenser. And I'm restarting a cycle to see what I can see what's going on. I have no idea what this thing was doing. Found the ice thickness probe all the way buried in, all the way out. Which is interesting. So I need to make a cycle, adjust the bridge thickness, and then see what the issue is. And that's where we're at. Condenser fan's working, compressor's running. That all looks good. The last thing I want to do is gauge up on it. I will if I have to, but that's like the last thing you want to do. Then I'd probably use my probes for low loss of refrigerant. I'm gonna do a little tidy up. I'm gonna run some ice machine cleaner over that grid too. That grid looked a little suspicious. And then we're gonna get old Mr. Sunjoe out and do a big old rinse up on this dude. All right, well, we're making a batch of ice. Look at how close I get to park. The Van China's right there. There's Mr. Tippins. I'm up on the ladder. So this is an old bin, big old bin. To hold a lot of ice. Let's see, we're 11 minutes into the freeze cycle. There's my microphones going for my ice thickness probe. These always break and never read right. The temp sensors, so we'll try and get the ice thickness adjusted and see what's going on with this thing, and then we'll do a little cleanup inside and out. All right, so I just went into harvest, and the air assist pump is roached. You can hear it. I got the cover off, so there's a little air pump in there. It sounds terrible. Once it drops this batch, we'll take a look at it and see if we could salvage anything on it. It sounds really bad. Should still harvest without the air pump. We just went into our harvest mode. We'll see how we make out here. There's our little pump. She's getting a little noisy. Yeah, she's a little worn out. Time for a new air pump. That is the Harvest Assist air pump right down there. Yeah, she's just getting noisy. Oh, that was the sound of victory. We just dropped a batch. All right, I'm going to replace that air pump for sure. She's worn out. I wanted to see if the dump valve is bleeding by. Yeah. Because I was getting low on water at the end of that cycle. Check it right here when it's in ice mode. If our dump valve is leaking by. That'll cause you to be low on water at the end of your cycle, but I just want to double check it. Here's what we're working on. IY0504A, August of 17. So it goes the year first and then the month. Sometimes you got to get a screwdriver on there, sometimes not. Okay, so I want to check this while it's making ice. Running water over the bin with your water pump running. You want to see if this is leaking by your dump valve. That can cause all kinds of problems. We're still in pre-chill. Full of water, still in pre-chill. You should kick the pump on here any second. Oh, no water fill that time. Very interesting. Look at that, batch number 3, no water. She did not fill. I might need to clean that water level sensor too. You there. Water level probe light is on. Very interesting. Let's do a reset. So batch number 3, no water fill. Okay, turn it off, turn it back on. Here we go. Doing our dump out, but there's no water to dump out. Okay, so we should go to fill right now. We're not filling. we are not filling with water over. Okay, let's do some cleaning. Here's the water level sensor. When you replace these, you get a cord. You got to replace the cable too. A lot of times this cable used to fail, so I'm just good. I got to have this thing working, so I'm getting rid of both of those, and we're gonna do mega cleanup. I got some parts going over here, and we're gonna get the water tubes out, and we're gonna do a big old cleanup. This thing's like funky. Funky monkey. Alright. Let me get all this taken apart and cleaned up, and I'll resume when we get it back together. It's like someone was just dumping an ice machine cleaner in here. Look at this. Just trippy blueness. Maybe blue ice machine cleaner. Unbelievable. All right, this here's the new one. You get the water level sensor, and you get the new cable. And it even comes with the new sticky. That's it. I'll just backfish this because I like to make sure I get this connection real good. All right, all back together, making our first batch. The new water level sensor is working correctly. Now I got to see if I have the ice thickness probe adjusted. We're almost there, really close. You can tell by how much water's left in the sump. All right, we're in defrost. That's looking good. The air pump's noisy. We know we got to get a new one. We'll check the bridge thickness on this batch, and we'll get one more batch going. But the little air assist pump is hammered. They wear out. Here we go. I see it coming. In there. Typical Manitowoc. Yeah, Manitowoc hanger. it. That is a huge problem right there. Let's take it apart and clean it. Let's see if we can clean her up. I knew, dude, it's things like a multiple offender super deluxe Maximus to the max, so it's intermittently bleeding by the dump valve. It doesn't do it every single time. Let's get that apart and take a look. Maybe we'll find a piece of scale in there. Look at the diaphragm on this one. Holy Toledo. Roached. And the valve seat's okay. Man. See if I got one on the van. Sometimes you can get lucky and just change the guts out. Alright, I didn't have one on the van, but I took this over to the sink and cleaned the crap out of it. Look at, we might get lucky. As long as there's no rips or tears in it, it should work. So you just got to put the poppet back in and then reinstall it, and we'll test it. Got that thing cleaned out. I got it back together right now without the clamp on it. Because once we get it back into ice mode, I'm going to take it off and test it. You guys saw where it was leaking by. Then it shouldn't leak by, and we should have this thing whooped and be back to making some ice. And it's draining out right now. You can see it. That's what it's supposed to do. Here's my jacked up air pump. Sweet. Okay, we're going through the motions. So this thing, water level sensor, dump valve intermittently leaking by, condenser's dirty, air assist pump goofy. This is really, really good multiple offender right here. That's all dirty from when I washed out the condenser coil. Okay. Filling with water. When it gets full, the water level probe light will turn on. You guys probably can't see that with the GoPro because they don't focus. If I use the iPhone, it probably would. See if it kicks on. There it goes. Water's off, probe is full. We're in our pre-chill. Once the pump kicks on, we'll check our dump valve. Alright, pre-chill's over. The water pump just kicked on. I don't see anything coming out of here. Let's take a look. Yeah, we got her. She's all fixed up. The diaphragm was just super nasty. It needed to get cleaned up. It's gonna make ice now. We'll get this all back together. And with my clamp on it, we'll get this back. All right, so now we're making ice fine, but we're still hanging up on harvest. Harvest hang up, bro. The ice is just not coming off fast enough. I don't know if the air assist pump is a part of the problem or what. We cleaned the grid, we cleaned everything real good. So this next batch, I got to take the water curtain off and watch it and see where it's hanging up in harvest. Let me see if I can see where the ice is sticking up in harvest. go a little thicker. Kind of sticking up on that corner up there. I mean, it should be off of there right now. Typical Manitowoc garbage. It's kind of sticking up in here. It should just go come right off. Woo, that one took forever. I'm not even gonna tell you guys how many hours I was on this one. It was a lot. It was a lot of hours, but it's making ice now. The grid's got issues. The little air assist pump needs to get replaced. I got one on order, so I got to come back and do the air assist pump, and it'll be happier. But that was a multiple offender deluxe water level sensor, and then the dump valve leaking by. Condenser was really dirty too. But that's how it goes with ice makers. You got to sit there and watch them and catch them and see all the silly things they do, and usually it's never just one problem, right? It's multiple problems. But after you know what to look for on them, it's not that bad. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed, please smash the subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. I'm gonna book it home. Look, we're at 6 o'clock at night. We're still rolling. Got a sunset going. It'd be nice tonight. If you were wondering if the ice machine worked all night, it sure did.